Hey there, fellow writers. Welcome to the Pocket FM Writing Academy. Today's video focuses on capturing the essence of a marvelous plot, focusing on two essential components: dialogue and narration. Imagine your characters as real people with distinct voices. Dialogues give them life and personality. For instance, in a thriller audio series, when the detective says, "I've got a bad feeling about this place," it immediately sets the tone of the scene. On the other hand, narration is like the storyteller's brush, painting the world around your characters. Here's an example. The moonlight cast eerie shadows on the old creaky mansion. Every step he took echoed through the empty halls. To understand it better, dive deep into the world of dialogues and narration with us. Dialogues and monologues. Dialogues and monologues bring the story to life by breaking the monotony of description and adding an element of drama to the narrative. Both can be used to shift the dynamics of the plot, create depth in characters, and develop or resolve conflicts. Let's take a quick look at monologues. Monologues are words spoken by one character to others or within themselves. Inner monologues are thoughts of the main character expressed to the audience to make them aware of the character's innermost feelings, desires, dilemmas, decisions, and actions. Monologues are excellent tools for strengthening a character's dimension and complexity. Knowing that the character is confessing or disclosing information only to the listener creates a deep sense of connection between the character and the audience. Now let's move on to dialogues. Dialogues are words that create conversations between two or more characters. Like monologues, dialogues are excellent tools to develop character dimension in your story. Dialogues have the power to make your characters memorable, even legendary. Dialogues reveal the relationship between the speakers and inform the audience of the sentiments of the speakers, their personalities, confusions, and crises. Two or more people talking or arguing about a particular idea can help the listeners comprehend the situation from different perspectives. You can tactfully use dialogues to create or resolve conflicts and compel characters to take action. Dialogues also create the tone of the story and help the listeners to visualize the scenes. Let us not forget that dialogues are the best channels to convey the philosophy and theme of your story. Now the question is, how can we have dialogues that are relevant and impactful? The first step is to know your characters in depth and understand how they talk. If you have watched our video on character development, the link is given below. You might already have created complete profiles for your main characters. Try having an imaginary conversation with characters. How do they react and respond? Put yourself in their shoes and write dialogues. Be real and not make all the characters speak in the same manner. To do this, add characterial nuances and assign them certain words or usages as part of their personalities. Never create dialogues as if the characters are having a sketchy question and answer session. Instead, make it believable by creating tension, intrigue, and passion. Always, read out your dialogues, keeping in mind that they are simple, short, clear, and as natural as possible. Ensure that your dialogues are relevant to the time, place, and setting of your story. Steer away from unnecessary filler words and repetitions. Refrain from long dialogues that confuse and tire your audience. To ensure this, scatter some fair share of narrative description in between dialogues. Never forget the importance of silence in a conversation. Remember that some things are better left unsaid. A few more tips will come in handy when you write dialogues. Do not write dialogue like in a drama or screenplay while writing an audio series. Avoid using said, told, and asked often. Instead, you can describe the emotion or action of the speaker using action verbs. Action beat is used to convey not only the action of the speaker, but also their inner state and emotion while delivering a dialogue. Here is an example. Wrong. Jeff said, "It is going to be a long day." Here, Jeff is of course telling us that it is going to be a busy day for him, but we are clueless about what is going on in his head or what he is up to. Now let's try this. Right. Packing his bags, Jeff nervously mumbled, "It is going to be a long day." Now we know not only what Jeff feels about his hectic day, but also what he is doing. Repeating the name of the speaker in the dialogue may sound odd and fake. We do not repeat the names of our listeners when we speak to them, do we? Let's see. Wrong. Jeff, you could have told me. I know I am sorry, Julie. You've changed a lot, Jeff. Julie, I said I am sorry. Here, the names are being repeated, making the conversation unnatural. Let's try another way. Wrong. You could have told me, said Julie. I know I am sorry, Jeff said in remorse. You've changed a lot. Julie was in tears now. I said I am sorry, Jeff repeated. This too will sound redundant and confusing in an audio series. How will you make it sound natural? An effective method to resolve this is to insert a short narrative description between dialogues and add an action beat. Let's try it. Right. Julie was sobbing by then. You could have told me. I know I am sorry. Jeff avoided looking at her and stared at the odd painting behind her. It had a cottage with a windmill and reminded him of the times they were together, and now felt like another lifetime. You've changed a lot. Her voice startled him, but he didn't turn around. I said I'm sorry. He had started walking away by then. He could hear her sobbing. Mind the basics. Be mindful of punctuation when writing dialogues. Write dialogues within double quotations. Write dialogues of different people in a conversation, one below the other and within double quotations. Italicize inner monologues. Narration. Narration is how you tell your story. As you know, the storyteller or the narrator describes the setting, the characters, and the plot events. The narration of an audio series is usually in the past tense, and the point of view of your story decides how your narration should be. The narrator can be the lead character who is telling the story in first person. Or it can be in the third person, where an omniscient narrator tells the story. Choose one that fits your plot. Use narrative techniques that can make your story unique and help build your writer's voice. Some examples are cliffhangers, foreshadowing, plot twists, symbolism, stream of consciousness, story within a story, and flashbacks. Use them according to the demands of your plot. Avoid unnecessary embellishment in your narration. Keep it simple and clear. Be sparse with figurative language like metaphors, similes, hyperbole, and onomatopoeia. Keep in mind that your narration is tailored for audio entertainment. Write dialogue and narration as per the genre and theme of your story. The tone of dialogue and narration in a love story will be different from that of a horror story, which in turn will be different from a crime thriller. Dialogue and narration should complement each other and create a unique writer's voice. Ensure that your listeners get the most immersive experience without getting confused. Remember that audio series do not provide a visual element, and your language and dialogues and narration must compel the audience to visualize your story and characters. Create a balanced interplay of dialogue and narration to ensure that your audio series is a huge success. It is possible that you already have your writer's voice and you are not confident enough to explore it. It may sound cliché, but practicing the art is the only way to polish your writing skills and gain confidence. Always remember to get feedback from your family, friends, and the pocketfm collective to explore your creator's voice. Stay authentic and write original stories with intriguing plots and memorable characters. Remember, a writer can also have more than one voice. So do not hesitate to experiment with genre, plot, language, characters, dialogue, and narration. Thanks for watching. Do not miss other videos in this playlist. For more writing tips, like, comment, and subscribe to Pocket FM.